All right, I really do apologize for that. I was wondering why everything seemed a little weird. So, anyways, that's just a sign of how these things are going to go. And we still are going to start with saying happy birthday to Zach. Zach is 30 today. It's happy the 27th. Welcome to the 30 crew, and hope you have a great day. I am actually not going to be that mean to your team. I actually think you're in better shape than you think you are. You do think you're dead, which is unfortunate thought on your birthday. You're sitting here at 1-2. You don't have a running back that you feel confident to plug in right now. Um, a lot of other teams are in the same spot, pal. And I hate to say it, not everybody has a true number one, which Nick Chubb very much so appears to be. Diggs is a dog, top three receiver fantasy wise. He's gonna stay that way. And I know you hate Moore, but you could have worse. You don't have much in the bench. Elijah Moore, Renfro are two guys that, God, you had to have been feeling really good about when you got them right, but they are not panning out. You know why? I know that because I'm waiting on the same thing, and I'm sucking in those leagues. So um, the bench is not a good spot. Shepard is droppable, but you still have Mark Andrews and you still have AJ Dillon who just needs to get more production. So I think you got your ass beat, but I think the big the winner of the week is welcome to the fucking world, Austin's team. Austin's team is notorious in this league for going really good in the regular season. So we're going to see another year of that, unfortunately. The dude is pretty loaded all the way through. I do picture him rolling through the regular season and sitting there at the end in the playoffs, and he's got a bunch of guys that probably are going to let him down again. I think his team is pretty solid all the way through. Everyone, if you look at his roster, I mean, he's got even guys on the bench that fucking Hollywood Brown finally playing. Even fucking Robert Woods played well this week. Khalil Herbert, plug him right in. If anything, you gotta sit some guy that is great and put him on the bench, such as Gibson. I wouldn't call him great, but anyways, dude's loaded, dude's a wagon, and I'm pretty worried about it. I think he makes teams like mine look extremely fraudulent sitting there at 3-0. Speaking of that, let's move on over to my team. I kicked my brother's ass. I told you guys last week his team was shitty, and it was. It's tough when Justin Jefferson's not playing like a true number one, and which is weird because the first week it seemed like it was going to be the Justin Jefferson show again. I think he could get back to that, but like, why is Adam Thielen still a thing? I thought that was promised to us that was going away, but it's not, and it ain't going nowhere. So Justin Jefferson needs to get back on track for Justin's team to get going. He was again injured, but his guys just did not play. Alvin Kamara, you might as well have been injured. Jeff Wilson, average. Conklin, who I was talking a lot of shit about, actually put up some good numbers. Conk got it done. And let's see, he's got Gabe Davis in there now, but I don't believe. No, actually, Gabe Davis was in, and Gabe Davis sucked dick. So, yeah, it was weird. It was weird that Josh Allen threw 70 times or dropped back 70 times or whatever the stat was, and Gabe Davis didn't get none of it. I think Gabe Davis is a guy that when the offense is fucking rolling, he's going to get production, which is probably a weird take because duh. But like in games that are rough on Josh Allen, he doesn't seem to look at Gabe Davis. It seems to be, I'm going to stick with my guys, I'm going to dump down to the running back, and I'm going to go straight to Stephon Diggs, which I think he did in that Dolphins game. My team, not going to harp on it too much. I actually think I'm quite fraudulent right now, especially with Swift going down. I made a big trade. I got Swift in my lineup. He threw 7 points and hurt. Coach is already saying he's going to be out for a few weeks, so I'm not feeling great about it. Saquon Barkley, I can't believe some guy said he wasn't a fucking dog. He wasn't a dog. Come on. I feel very good about Saquon Barkley all year long. Jalen Hurts, if it wasn't for Lamar, he'd be the number one guy in fantasy. And Waddle had a good week, even when they really weren't in a huge production for him. It ended up with 100 yards. Brandon Ayuk had a decent day. Everyone else sucked nuts. So we're going to have to go to back to the drawing board, figure out how to way to plug in a running back, which is going to be tough because I have no one. My only running back I have on the bench had 1 point last week, and Raheem Mostert. So I got a big problem. Send your offers. I'm down to trade something. I need to make a move, and I need to get a running back fast. Moving on to... So I actually said fucking Adam's team was trash last week, and I think everyone kind of agreed with me. Adam's team was sitting at 0-2 last week. Now he's 1-2. He beat Tyler up pretty good. It started on Thursday night. He had Amari Cooper have a good day, and then the guys that he needed to fucking step up and do something, everyone across the board got it done. Leonard Fournette, 12. Juju Smith, 13. Hawkinson, 10. Cordell Patterson, okay, we're done with saying Cordell Patterson isn't going to be a running back. We're done. Yeah, he wears a weird number. He wears a wide receiver number. He got drafted as a wide receiver, but he is not a wide receiver. Cordell Patterson is a running back, and he's a fucking dog. Okay, look at the game plan. They know that they have talent at that guy. Apparently, they don't know they have talent at the tight end position. But Cordell Patterson is a vital, huge part of that offense. And now you've got Josh Allen, who put up a good day, which is wild because my friends told me he sucked. And now you got Joe Mixon, a bad day. You still got 126 points. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. You didn't what's the word? You didn't fold. You came out there, gave him your best shot, and then played Tyler, and Tyler didn't play well. So Tyler, I think, is in a position he wants to hit the panic button, but he doesn't want to hit the panic button, but he doesn't want to hit the panic button, but he doesn't want to hit the panic button. So he is he needs, I don't know, what's my advice to Tyler's team? Aaron Jones is fine. Javante's fine. Their teams just need to fucking play better. You know, at some point, it's not your fucking fault, and you have to. This is a team where I do completely understand what Tyler's saying, where we just gotta fucking right the ship. And you know, it's not like he's winless. He has one win. He needs to staring 1-3 in the face, facing Mister, who's pretty damn good. On the bench, I see no pieces. Dameon Pierce with 19 points, 18 points. Okay, what are we gonna do there? What are we gonna do there? Because you're gonna have some tough start setups, pal. See, I really like Tyler's team. This is not a team you blow up. This is a team you fucking bunker up and you figure out a way to get some wins. All right, we're gonna move on now, and like I said, I think Tyler's team is gonna be fine. He's going in facing Mister, and I think if he can find a way to scratch it, Mister's team has been very beatable lately. But the problem is with Mister's team, and he did it again this week, where not a one of his studs played like a stud, and he still edged out a win. And we all know the formula to beat Mister. We know it, right? Like, you got to play, but he needs his shitty guys to be shitty. And if his shitty guys aren't shitty, we're in fucking big trouble. And I think I said it last week, but I'll say it again. When he's got 30 points from his running backs, he spent a combined, God damn, this is going to be embarrassing. I don't know the number, but I know that he did not spend more than $50, more than $20 for both Tony Pollard, James Robinson, yet they outscored pretty much everyone's fucking running backs. who spent a lot more. That's not good. If Tony Pollard's putting up 11 and James Robinson is putting up 20, we're in trouble, Buccaneer. We're all in trouble. Because when the guys like Devontae Adams, Jamar Chase, and Tyreek Hill actually do show the fuck up, he's going to rattle off these $50 winners and week winners, the pot winners, and he's going to kill us. I know he doesn't watch these videos, so I'm going to just talk very openly shit about him. That guy cannot fucking win another one. And especially, or we all have to refigure how the fuck we do this and stop drafting running backs high. Because I'm tired of seeing him do the same fucking strategy and it working out. Very frustrating. Kyle Pitts hasn't done anything yet. He has been pitiful. And he's been pitiful. And the fact that he hasn't done anything yet and he's still rattling out 120-point weeks, it's a sign of a good fantasy football. If it wasn't for Austin's team, who I think deserves a huge pat on the back, Mister's team would be play team of the week. And it's solely off of just awesome construction. He lost to fucking Kyle, who you got married, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry your fantasy team just didn't want to participate in your wedding week. Not a single one of them. CeeDee Lamb had a good day. I see that, but your Chargers gave up -4. Let's move on. It's been a good week for you, so I am sorry that your team did that to you. Oh, Jared, buddy. What are we going to do? We're 0-3. Looked good this week. It did. It looked good. We were winning. We were winning all day Saturday, all day Sunday. We were winning. And then Zeke Elliott happened. That's what? You needed Zeke Elliott not to score 14 points or 13 points, and he did. It's a damn shame. I'm sorry to break the news to you right now because you probably didn't even watch the game last night. I traded you some bums. Our trade in general is not that great, I'm looking at Swift with 7 points and out for 2 to 3 weeks, while you're looking at James Conner. Let's see. Let's add them up. How many points you got from me this week? 8.7, 3.7, and 1.7 on the bench. That's not good. It's not a blockbuster trade by any means that we dubbed it last week when we did it, and back and forth. We thought we were both fucking gonna be great now. I think I'm still sitting better, but I'm gonna struggle for the next 2 or 3 weeks because I got nobody to play while Swift is out. So egg on both of our face. Put Olave in your lineup. He seems to be a big part of the offense now. He is the number one there. I will go ahead and declare that right here on this video. Chris Olave is a starter. He is every week start to me. We're going to plug him in there. Let's go skinny Batman. Devontae, I'm giving you keys to the game. This is very vital. As a 3-0 guy, fucking listen, okay? We're going to probably look to the waiver wire for a quarterback for next week. I haven't looked at the matchups yet. I'm going to sit Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy stinks. We're going to play Olave, and we're going to keep your other 2 receivers in there the same way. We're going to look to the waiver wire for tight end, possibly, or we can stick with Knox. But I think you're facing a potential we could win next week because you've got some guys now that you can at least play matchups. But you got to play your fucking matchups, and Jonathan Taylor has to start playing good. But you did lose, and the winner here is Donald. Big win out of Donald. He's now looking at 2-1, which, is that the first time Donald's been over 500 in like the last 5 years? Possibly. I'm sure he'll tell us otherwise. He had a solid day all the way around. DK, I don't think any of these guys are going to keep balling, but like Zeke had a good week. Najee, good week for him. He's been ass this year. I don't know what to do with Najee. And then you've got St. Brown, who's a dog, might be hurt, but he's a dog. And you played Dobbins, right on. So congrats to you, pal. I'm happy for you. You might get Keenan Allen back this week, which is huge. So that's it. I want to say overall, it was a good week. The standings. Oh shit, I forgot somebody. Oh, aren't these two forgettable? Sorry, my bad. I did not mean that to sound as rude as it did. Simple box score. All right, Braden and Dakota. Sorry, last matchup. Dakota, you got a wagon building here, man. You're also undefeated, and you've got a very top to bottom good team. Dalvin Cook, pussy hurt once again, and I don't know. We're gonna have to monitor that shoulder situation. But as long as fucking Lamar Jackson's carrying you the way, he's kind of doing to your team what Jalen Hurts is doing to mine, carrying us through our fraudulism. Rashad Bateman, pretty good week. What do we got there? Oh, not a good week. That's 5 points. My bad. Sorry. Debo, average. Clyde is a dog. You got to start him every week right now. There's nobody else threatening him in that Kansas City offense. So he is an every week starter. I think you got some Singletary. That is just isn't he a frustrating player? He's a very frustrating player. You're going to have to figure that one out. Maybe just get it to him. He gets a lot of dinking done, especially if Josh is in a tough matchup. Singletary is more playable. That's weird thing to say, but he is. And Braden's team. Ugh. Just nothing to be real excited about here. Michael Carter's in your lineup, for Christ's sake. You did that against Cincinnati. What are you doing? T. Higgins, good play. Boyd on the bench. So you've got a little bit of a conundrum there because you've got two Cincinnati receivers. So that's a little frustrating. I'd like to look to trade that. Hey, I might trade with you. Send something. So overall, as we look at the standings, I don't feel like this video is very good. So might be my last week doing it, but I'm trying to find the standings. We all seen the standings. We go straight to them. But me sitting at the top, I just wanted to gloat one more time. You never know how long you're going to be at the top. So you're going to fucking be happy while you're there and not take it for granted. Every win is hard. I've got some losses coming my way. I know it, but it's nice to be scratching out some wins at the beginning. And now I get to play Jared, who's just a bad fantasy football player. Can't believe he's won it twice, but he's not doing very well, and I'm very happy to see him fail right now and me be good. So this should set up a pretty good matchup between us two this weekend. I will talk to you boys later.